I appreciate you guys so much from the very bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for giving me any attention. I fucking love it. And I know that, if it brings some sort of value to your life, then I must be doing something right. And so basically, where the fuck am I? I am in my feels in a hotel on one of the very last nights that I am a resident of the state of Nevada, and I have wanted to be here ever since I was 13 years old, and yet here I am about to leave. And so I just have a few thoughts about it and life and you that I want to discuss. So, for those of you who are a little new around here and need to play a little catch up, I am a burlesque dancer and a showgirl, and I started back in Madison, Wisconsin like 7 years ago. And then through a series of life events, ended up in Las Vegas, and I got to do a lot of things. I published a book, I won some medals, I got to perform at the Burlesque Hall of Fame, I traveled all around the country. I've been in some weird events and circuses and weird bars and just like all the things that you could think of that are weird. I've probably done something in them. And so now I'm at this point where COVID killed my industry, and I hate performing online because what I truthfully do from the bottom of my heart is try to communicate. So by communicate, I mean that I like to help people connect with both others and themselves. So I do this in a lot of different ways. When I'm on stage, I like to hand out love letters. After shows, I like to talk to people and see, where they're at in their heads and in their lives. At my day job, I connect people of all different backgrounds, whether it's education or context, and I help them kind of get all on the same page so that we make sure our food systems are safe. And in my business, I help people connect with themselves, their passion, their inner flame, their life purpose, so that they can inspire even more connections and solve more problems. And so COVID obviously fucked a lot of this up for a lot of reasons, and one of the biggest ones is it's really hard to communicate when half of your face is gone and you can't be in person. But we can't just blame these connection and communication problems on little pieces of fucking fabric and the fact that we have to stand a little bit farther away and that we can't gather in these big groups. Because I think there's obviously a lot more going on than that. Philosophically speaking, politically speaking, there's a lot of division that's occurring that's not allowing us to have mindful communications with each other. And I think that's really unfortunate, but also I'm not really walking the walk here, right? I mean, I let it stop me from coming on here and talking to you. I let certain situations silence me. I let certain fears, I let certain things go against everything that I've worked my ass off for. So that is what inspired this big move to Arizona. Now, this isn't to say that the people who live and thrive in Vegas right now are disconnected. I don't mean that at all. Because the people that I know here who are killing it are props to fucking them. They are so beautiful and I love them so much. But for me specifically, my disconnect comes from the fact that the type of people that I typically help and do the best connecting with are no longer really coming to Vegas right now. And that those types of situations aren't occurring. Those types of events just aren't a thing right now. And I've found that in Arizona, they are very much happening and in ways that I could have never imagined before. And on top of that, there are multiple types of communities that I can further educate myself with, and that's why I am really excited to make this transition. So here's the moral of this entire story. A lot of times people tell you, oh, don't let your dreams be dreams, go do your dreams, go fulfill the dreams, but they never say what happens after you've done that. right? Especially when I've spent, 13 and a half years dreaming. I did the thing, and I'm a lot younger than I thought I would be when it came to an end. And so I still have what feels like 3 lifetimes left. You know what I mean? Like, that's how much of a life I still have to live. So it creates this blank space of opportunity. And what I want to like really express to you today is to not be scared of it. And if you lean into it, more magic could possibly happen than you can even comprehend. Once I let go of the expectation of the very specific goal and I like open myself up more to a greater purpose. Look, I love performing. I love attention. I love being adored. And when this all started, 7 years ago, a lot of it had to do with feeling really unseen and unheard. And so when I was on stage, I was able to connect with people in ways that I'd never been able to connect like in real life before. And I started to see that I was like actually changing people's lives and inspiring them. And before that, I just felt like a useless piece of shit. And so now I'm kind of at this point where I found something I love even more than performing, and that's helping other people get into the spotlight, having other people get attention. So I feel myself stepping back a little bit in some ways. Of course, I'm still gonna be on stages. Let's be fucking real. And I love performing, but I want to help more people get there themselves. So if there is a part of you that feels unseen, unheard, or just unfulfilled, please send me a DM, because it is quite literally my life's purpose to help you step into your light in whatever form that may be. Whether it's just a little bit more self-love, or you literally want to also follow in my footsteps and become a traveling showgirl, I can easily show you how to do that. But if you also just want to jump into a shuffle circle, if you want to, write a fucking book, if you want to start a business, if you want to do something for yourself, I am here to help you. And I am more than happy to show you all of the systems and help you build your own that is tailor-made to exactly what it is that you want, need, and deserve, motherfucker. We are in a year of 2021, which for me means the year of stepping into my fucking value and not accepting anything less.